If you're an international student trying to study in the United States, you've probably seen there's different types of schools. There are colleges, there are universities, and there are community colleges. But what's the difference? And more importantly, which one is right for you? So I'm actually originally from South Africa. I came to study in America as an international student, and I found it very confusing on what exactly a college was, what a community college was, and what a university was. So what I'll try and do in this video is explain exactly what the difference is so that you can understand how you can approach your admissions process in America as an international student. So let's actually jump right in. What's the biggest differences between a college, a university, and a community college? Well, it comes down to size, degrees offered, and the cost. So let's actually look at colleges first. For colleges, they primarily focus on undergraduate degrees. So think of it as bachelor's degrees. And they usually have smaller class sizes and more personalized learning. And some examples of colleges are something like Amherst College or Pomona College. These are very selective colleges that offer undergraduate degrees and have very small class sizes. Now, let's actually jump onto the next type, which is universities. Now, universities primarily offer both undergraduate degrees and graduate degrees. They also have larger campuses and more research opportunities and also degree options. So they have much more degree options than colleges. Now, examples of universities are Harvard University and University of Michigan. So these are actually a private and a public university, which colleges also have public and private colleges. Now let's actually talk about the third type of college, which is community college. Now, community colleges actually offer 2-year associate's degrees, so they don't typically offer a full bachelor's degree. So usually people will just go there for 2 years and then transfer on to a college or a university. Now, community colleges are usually the cheapest option and they're great for transfer students. So as I said, if you go to a community college first, you'll do 2 years there and then you'll transfer onto a 4-year college or university to finish up the rest of your degree. Now, again, I made a video about community colleges and I'm gonna put it somewhere up here so that you can learn more about them. Okay, so in simple terms, a college is a smaller version of a university. And then a university has both undergrad and graduate programs. And then a community college is simply a 2-year school that's great for saving money before transferring to a college or university. Okay, so now let's talk about costs, because as an international student, this is a huge factor. Now, the average tuition cost for international students at like a community college is anywhere between $6,000 to $10,000 per year. And this is in tuition, right? So you'll be paying typically $6,000 to $10,000 per year at a community college. Now, at a public university or college, you'll be typically paying anywhere between $30,000 to $45,000 as an international student per year for out-of-state tuition. Now, again, there's a way to lower this, and I actually created a video that I'll be putting up here so that you can learn more about in-state tuition, which will help you a lot when it comes to public colleges and universities. Now, for private colleges and universities, they typically cost $40,000 to $60,000 plus per year in tuition. Now, the big thing about them, though, is that private colleges and universities typically gives international students financial aid and scholarships in order to bring down that cost. So if you're looking for the cheapest way to get a US degree, then what I recommend is starting out at a community college and then transferring to a university where you can save over $100,000 by doing that. Okay, so now what I want to touch on next is actually the degrees, right? So at community colleges, as I said, they offer a 2-year associate's degree. And this is going to be best for people who want to transfer to a university or a college. They also offer certificates for technical jobs. Now, that's the big thing about community colleges. They typically don't offer a bachelor's degree. So you need to get a bachelor's degree at a college or a university. Now, when it comes to colleges, they typically offer 4-year bachelor degrees. And the big thing though here is that they usually focus on liberal arts or sciences. So they don't really focus on like engineering and stuff like that. They usually focus on liberal arts and sciences, and they typically don't have a master's or PhD program. Now, some do, and if they do, they're usually very small and specialized, but typically if you want to go for a master's degree or PhD, you'd be doing so at a university. So, moving on to university, they usually offer bachelor degrees, master degrees, and PhDs, and they are best for students who want to continue studying after the undergrad level, and then also if you want more research opportunities. So basically, if your goal is to get a bachelor's degree, then both a college and a university will work. But if you plan to do a master's or a PhD, then you probably need to attend a university. Now, of course, you can get your bachelor's degree in a college and then still do your master's or PhD in a university. So now I want to answer the question, which one is best for you as an international student? Now, again, I love answering this question with it depends. So community college is best for you if you want the cheapest option to study in the United States. And this is because community college is typically cheaper than going to a college or university in America. The big thing about community colleges is that you need to transfer to a university or college later, and that again is another process that you'll need to go through, especially when it comes to visas and stuff like that. So definitely something to think about as you attend community college, or if you think you want to attend community college. Now, colleges are best for you if you prefer small class sizes and personalized learning. Also, they're best for you if you aren't thinking of doing a master's or a PhD and you're thinking more of a liberal arts education. So if you like the liberal arts, then colleges are going to be typically better for you than universities. Now, you should definitely think about attending a university if you want more degree options and research opportunities, and also if you're thinking about pursuing a master's or PhD and you also want the big campus experience, then definitely think about attending a university instead of a college. Now, the last thing I want to go over in this video is just some common myths about colleges and universities and also community college, right? So myth number 1, colleges are worse than universities. This is false, right? So there are many top ranked schools in the US that are actually colleges. So think of things like Williams College, it's very highly ranked. Amherst, that's another very highly ranked college. So it's not true that colleges are worse than universities in America. They're just different. Myth number 2, community colleges are only for bad students. This is another thing that's false. Many international students start at community colleges so that they can save money and then transfer to top universities. A great example is me. I started at a community college because I didn't have the money to go to a 4-year university or college first. So I started there and then I got a full ride to go to University of Rochester, and then later on I actually went to Brown University and University of Pennsylvania, which are Ivy League schools. So it doesn't mean because you go to a community college that you're a bad student. It just means again that you have different goals and different means of attending college. Now, the third myth is that universities are always better. And this is false again. It's not always the case that they're better. If you prefer small classes and direct access to professors, then a college might be a better fit for you than a huge university. So it really just depends on the individual. So, having said that, my recommendations for you is based on your situation, right? So if you're on a budget, then definitely start at a community college. If you want a traditional US experience, then definitely go straight to college or university. And if you are planning on getting a master's or PhD, then definitely think about going to a university because they'll have more options for you there. But either way, I want you to do your own research when you decide to go to whichever university you want to go to and pick the school that fits best for you. So if you want to keep on seeing these tips, then definitely do that. Subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications so that you can get more videos from me. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.